Hello, friends. How are you? How's things? How's life on this Memorial Day? How is your Memorial Day going? It's a little late for me. I'm recording a little late because we got stuff going on. For those of you who aren't from America, Memorial Day holiday here in America. It's a 3-day weekend. It's intended to be a day where we celebrate those who have sacrificed themselves for others, for our well-being. Um, Generally, that's for troops, but I think we also throw in like firefighters, police, that kind of thing. So it's a day of remembrance for those people. It also means a lot of cookouts and family get-togethers. It's kind of like the first big summer event of the weekend of the year, and so it's a pretty big deal here. But for me, we've done a lot of yard work. I've got grass cut, planting. We bought new flowers. Been working in the shop, so lots of like just busyness, like getting projects done. So that's my Memorial Day. But my Memorial Day weekend was an entirely different thing. I got to learn a really good lesson on professionalism, and I learned it from 11, 15, and 16-year-old girls. It was a remarkable weekend. School softball ended last week. My youngest started playing for a travel team, a softball, club. She practiced with them a couple of times. I think like in February, she practiced once or twice with them at a batting cage, but it wasn't like a practice. And then we played with them this week. And this was the first time this group of girls got together. It's the first time they've played together. They haven't practiced together, nothing. There's a core group of the girls that have been on, like they played for their high school or whatever, but the whole bunch of the kids, including my kid, were new to this whole thing. So this group of 11 girls had never played together before. And we went to a tournament, and that was their first time playing together. And to get it out of the way, we won the tournament. Granted, it was a tournament of two. Two teams showed up. I think part of that was that school ball is still going on. Like the core group of our girls are from a county or from a school about 30 minutes from here. They just finished their season on last Thursday, so they weren't sure they were going to be able to play this weekend. So I think there was going to be more teams. They just didn't. Plus, like, I don't know how long softball has been like a thing in this area. I know my kid played a couple of times for like a little summer league that had like 3 teams that is kind of a joke, but there's not really a lot of development going on for girls softball. So I don't know that there's as many teams. Like there were a ton of U12 and U14 teams, a ton. So I would assume that maybe in a few years there'll be a lot more U16 teams. But anyway, we went down there. We won the tournament. We decidedly won the tournament, like by a long. We really won the tournament. But that and that's fine. Like win lose doesn't matter because what happened there, what I got to see from this group of young women was just amazing, like tenacity and resolve and professionalism, like true professionalism. 11 girls stepped out onto that field to play a sport that they love, that they've devoted themselves to, that they've spent hours practicing, both with a team and alone, and working on skills and developing themselves. They went out with no prior knowledge of each other's playing and ran the game just like a professional team would. It was remarkable to watch. It was, yes, we can give little pointers. I'd like for you to do this or whatever, but just go do your thing. Where do you want? We're playing here, here, and here. Great. Everybody played their job perfectly. Batting was amazing. Like everything. It was just phenomenal. Yeah, there were some errors here and there, but the best part about it was those errors didn't turn into something bigger, meaning that they didn't get inside their heads, they didn't start chiding each other, there was no criticism, there was just positivity. It was, that's okay, get the next one. That's okay, no problem, shake it off, we got the next one. We're not out of this, whatever. That was the whole weekend. That was the feeling that I got from this team. The feeling that I got from the coaches, everybody. Everybody involved was very much like, no biggie, pick it up, do the, whatever. And I think that speaks to the young ladies themselves. Like they're the ones that are under pressure. They're the ones that recognize they make a mistake. They correct for that mistake. But just it was remarkable to see this team come together and suddenly just dominate. They've never practiced together. So that was, man, it was. I've worked in quite a few professional settings, and none of them have ever gone that well, right? None of them have ever worked that well. There's always, infighting or just complaining or whining. There was none of that. None of that. I'm also used to high school sports where the parents become a little bit more abrasive, and there's tends to be politics and weirdness going on. There was none of that. Will it develop over time with this team? I don't know, but from what I've seen this weekend, no. It was remarkably professional, just unbelievable. Yes, I'm happy that they won, but it didn't matter after seeing that. After the first day, we lost the first 2 games we played, and then ended up winning everything else. But there was no down attitudes. There was no oh, this girl this whatever. None of that. It was all just let's do the thing. Let's run it back. Let's get it next time. Whatever. Trust in the teammate. I trust that you're going to do the job you need to do, and I don't need to get in your way. I trust that you're going to do the job that you need to do, and I'm not going to, there was that level of professionalism that I just don't see in life. It was wild. It was a really good lesson. Yeah, it was awesome. So I'm really proud of them. Can't wait to see what they do the rest of the year, rest of the summer. They are going to start practicing together and start playing. They got more games coming up, but man, good stuff. So that was my weekend. Today's been busy. I have more to do. I'm recording this at 5:30 or something. I don't know what time it is, which is very late, but it was a day off from work, so I just got stuff done. What have you been up to? Got any questions, comments, thoughts? Put them down below. Thank you for watching the video. Please like it. Just like it. And if you're new, please subscribe. I like it when you subscribe. It makes me feel good. Thank you. I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's 1,000 plus little things happy, successful people do differently. We have been learning 12 happy thoughts for troubled times. We are on number 8. Stand strong. Whatever life throws at you, even if it hurts, fight through it. Remember, strong walls shake, but never collapse. Life always offers you another chance if you're willing to take it. I like that. Strong walls shake, but never collapse. That's good.